Your pastures are thinning and your animals keep grazing your pastures lower than desired. All in all, you find that growth rates are not punching as high as they could and you're relying heavily on supplementary feed to support your growth rate demand. Hi, I'm Oliver from Pasture-io. Let's discuss why grazing to leaf stage and biomass will yield you optimal results. And remember, if you find this video interesting, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, tap that subscribe button and share it with your fellow farmers. Some farmers swear by counting the leaf stage and setting their grazing to it. Other farmers swear by measuring pasture cover and setting their grazing around just that. I was once a farmer who focused heavily on pasture cover alone. But I'm here to tell a different story. Both of these practices are fine and both are limited without the other. So to get the best results, we need to focus on both the leaf stage and biomass. Let's go over this further. The leaf stage is a critical component of grazing management whereby the plant's life cycle is considered. Graze a plant too early and you risk depleting its water-soluble carbohydrate reserves or its energy. This means you risk the plant's longevity and survival, often seen in pastures that thin out after a few years. Graze too late and you risk feed wastage and the lost opportunity of pasture utilisation and growth potential. You'll see this in pastures where the understory is rotting and the growth point is elevated, which causes issues when grazing too hard or topping the growth point of the plant, which also leads to thinning of pastures. Similarly, grazing to the quantity of pasture in a paddock. If you rely solely on biomass, you risk underutilising the growth potential. Let me explain. The amount of biomass fits with the calculations of how much energy and protein, fibre and other nutritional supply for your animals' requirements. You need to be aware that a high stocking rate might see you allocating a larger area of pasture, which means you might rotationally graze much quicker than the pasture's leaf emergence. This might lead to grazing the plant when it's immature, leading to an underperforming pasture. As you graze faster and faster, chasing every last blade of grass around the paddock, you invariably deplete the plant's energy reserves, which compounds with diminishing growth. So, what are the steps for determining the best grazing management? Grazing calculations are the answer. This is where the fun is, but if you aren't fancied by math or anything like that, then fear not, as Pasture.io offers all these tools in the free app. You can determine how many days to rest a paddock based on leaf emergence, how much area to allocate based on stocking rate, what the pre-grazing pasture cover should be based on the number of animals and so on. Check out the app if you're not already doing it. It'll make your grazing decisions easier and you don't have to do a lot, just plug in numbers. Think about it like this. If you're aiming to graze at the 3 leaf stage and the leaf appearance rate is at 1 leaf every 15 days, it will take 45 days to get to the 3rd leaf stage for grazing. Then you need to consider the pasture. For this example, the growth rate is, say, 30 kilograms of dry matter per hectare per day, much like it is here at the moment. You then need to calculate the total dry matter or biomass grown during the 45 days since the post-grazing residual, which equates to 45 days times 30 kilograms of dry matter plus the post-grazing of, say, 1,700, which equals 3,050 kilograms of dry matter per hectare. That's your pre-grazing pasture cover. Now, this number seems reasonable. The next layer of complexity is added when we determine the animal's growth rate demand or the amount of demand that your animals have on the grazing platform, and whether or not you are growing a surplus, deficit or maintaining your feed wedge. We don't go into this today. I hope you get the idea of matching pasture biomass and leaf emergence together and the power that it makes. That's it from me. I'd love to hear from you and how you determine grazing decisions. Let me know in the comments below, and if you found this video interesting, remember, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, tap the subscribe button and share it with your fellow farmers. Until we meet again next, happy grazing.